Welcome everyone, Farmer Cop here. This is going to be a new mod map tour of JZD Vidhostice CZ. If this is what you're looking for, please stay tuned. Alright folks, welcome to this map here. This is JZD Vidhostice CZ. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. I apologize if I am. There's a lot to this map. We're going to try to cover all of it. And not take hours to do so, if that makes sense. I want to get this done as quick as possible while still covering what we need to cover on here. There's some really cool features on here, so don't get me wrong. I'm not saying this is a bad map or anything like that, or trying to do any disrespect to the map. The map is fantastic, and it is very well, I don't know if it's very well done yet. We haven't looked around it yet, but if it works the way it should be very well done. So we're going to start by reading off some stuff in the mod hub. Some of the stuff on here doesn't make a darn bit of sense, but I don't understand. Anyhow, we'll still read it. So this is by DTP Mario Team JZD Vidhostice. This is 720.32 megabytes to download. This is for PC and Mac player only. I don't foresee this ever going to console just because of the amount of stuff on this that requires other things. But anyhow, let's read it. So it says, hello, welcome to my map of JZD Vidhostice. The map is large both in size and by elaboration of individual factories and fields. Yes, there are factories in this map. On the map is X crops. Yes, I don't think they think they just forgot to put a number in. I'm serious. I seriously think that. Which are needed both for production of animal feed and other production process. All plants have CZ/AJ/DE/RU labels on which commodities are needed to start production. There is a vineyard and wine processing, so hops for processing hops, which we have built according to a real model. The map has X factories, X fields, and X cow sheds. What's with the X? A few smaller farms where you can park machines, so there are not so many machines on the main farm, and therefore you do not fall FPS. I'm assuming that FPS doesn't fall. The map is intended for MP, which multiplayer rather than single player. Single player is a real challenge for real farmers. There is a manure system built into the map, but the map works with it. JZD Vidhostice has several active speed radars. Be careful how fast you're going, so your hard-earned money doesn't get the local police department. You need global company add-on straw harvest. I do not have add-on straw harvest installed because I didn't see these need things on here because they're not in the required mods. They're just in the fine print of the description. So, but I do have global company because I run every map with global company. Anyways, supported modes, manure system, precision farming. Yeah, okay. Now, oops, sorry, scroll down. And it does say hops equipment is required. That's a mod that came out today as well to do hops on here. There's a lot of stuff going on here, guys. This map has a ton of stuff going on. We're going to just fly over it. We're not going to actually legitimately tour it. We'll take a look at what we start off with in the store, which is a boatload of equipment. But let's look at the map here real quick. So it's a large map. Starting off in new farm mode, we own this. Takes it a second to load there, you can see. Click, wait, click, wait. So, but as you can see, there are, and if I put everything back on here, there's all sorts of stuff everywhere. But just sell points type stuff are there. Now, if we just put factories on, oh, that doesn't do anything, huh? Or just factories there. The factories are on. You can see there's factories all over the place on here. So we're gonna fly over. We're going to talk about all the sell points, and we're going to talk about all of the factories before we start touring the map. That way, as we go, we can just point them out and keep going. Yeah, that's just the way we're going to have to do it on here. So new crops that we have in here, though, we have hops. I don't see any that are planted right now. We also have grapes, mustard, clover, alfalfa, poppy, triticole, onions, and carrots. So what is that? 4, 8, 9 extra crop types on here, which is pretty cool. Custom icons. If we go over here to the store, not only do we have those 8 crop types, we also, if we go across, if you look at the top, look at the amount of fill types that are on this map. We're not even halfway across. There's a ridiculous amount of fill types on here, so just be aware of that. Yeah, there's a lot, and there's tons of sell points on here. So let's talk about some of these sell points. So sell points that are going to take wheat, barley. Yeah, well, let's just, maybe we don't want to do it that way. Let's try to go from the top. So BGA JZD, which I think is, that can be down here. Yes, we start off owning the BGA, which is really nice. The BGA JZD is going to take sugar beets. I'm probably going to get some of this stuff wrong. It looks like silage, hay, and grass, as well as manure and compost, I believe is what that is. Manure, compost, and that slurry there. And I'm going to stop at slurry for this. We're not going to talk about any of this other stuff right now because there's so many different things. you guys are able to come in here and look in the store and find out where everything goes. So we're just going to talk about the basic stuff like I normally would. Then if we go to the boiler house, going across there, they're going to take wood chips and straw out of those basic crop types. Now if we go to the dairy, they are going to take milk. Go to the feed intake, they're going to take potatoes, sugar beets, chaff, silage, grass, hay, and straw. So, and slurry, for that matter. We go to the PST, they're going to take eggs. We go to the purchase of agro processants, they're going to take wheat, barley, not oats, canola, sunflower, soy, corn, sugar beets, potatoes, sugar cane, eggs. What in the world is that? I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. Yeah, so I don't know. Silage, grass, hay, and straw, as well as I don't know what that is. Possibly fertilizer. The other one might be seeds, maybe. Might be seeds, actually. That one might be, and that one might be fertilizer. I don't like the custom ones when they don't have the label below, but I think that's what those guys are. Their purchase of agro ZZN Trutnoff packages. Silage, grass, hay, and straw. They're going to take their diesel. They're going to take diesel. Diesel, again, for the second one down there. Packages, silage, grass, hay, straw. Yeah, there's lots of different places to take silage, grass, hay, and straw. Diesel. Eggs. We go down further. Restaurant is going to take... Ooh, none of our basic stuff. S1. S1 is going to take canola and sunflowers. Yep. S2 is going to take corn. S3 is going to take soy, sugar beets, sugar cane, and possibly seeds, if we think that's what that is, as well as wood chip, silage, grass, hay, and straw, and possibly fertilizer, if that's what that is, and slurry. Lots of stuff there. S4 is going to take wheat, barley, oats. S5 is going to take potatoes. Silo, Agro, ZZN, Trutnoff is going to take wheat, barley, oats, canola, sunflower, soy, corn, sugar beets, potatoes, sugar cane, possibly seeds, possibly fertilizer, and slurry. The Spar is going to take, there we go, potatoes, eggs. That's it from there. The textile production is going to take wool and cotton. And that is all of our sell points kind of gone through. Now, you do need a global company. Control G to open the global company menu. So there's factories all over this place. So we're going to go through them all and what they all take and go, so we don't have to keep opening this up and trying to find them on here. And it'll just make it more difficult. I know if you guys want to skip all this, that's totally fine. You just want to have me fly over the map. And you just want to see what the map even looks like. That's totally fine. But this just for processes, this should make it a little bit easier for us. So ADBLUE, so you can put ADBLUE in, diesel exhaust fluid, and get diesel exhaust fluid. You can buy that. That's kind of nice. 1,500 liters there. If we go to ADBLUE warehouse on the farm, this looks like just storage. ADBLUE. Was that, maybe that's what that is as well. Is that just ADBLUE storage? Yeah, ADBLUE warehouse on the farm. Those are just both storages, of course. Sorry, global company storages. So you put it in there and it's just available for you. BGA diesel warehouse. So this is, I'm assuming, just diesel storage. Diesel storage. The cow shed's going to be diesel storage. Diesel storage. Herbicide tank. I'm assuming that's going to be storage for that. Liquid fertilizer tank, and then slurry storage. Those are none of these are production. I love it. These are all storages. So that's what requires global company. Let's see if we have to buy the land, because that could also be the problem. Slurry storage. What if we buy just this chunk of land with the mill on it? Let's see if that adds the mill into here, because if that does, that's going to make, yep, it sure does. It adds the mills into here. So there we go. Okay, so what we're going to have to do right quick, we're going to go to here. We'll do set field ground. We're just going to, where is the command to buy all land? There should be a command for it in fields. I know I can have buy farmland on, but I don't. There should be buy all farmland. Yep, here we go. Buy all farmland. There we go. Okay. Give it a second to load up. So now if we go in here, we should own the whole map. Okay, let's go back to the global company. Bakery for bread. Let's look at that. So you can put wheat flour in and milk, as well as eggs, sugar, washed onions in empty pallets and get bread out. Oh, good gravy. You can buy some of the stuff in here. I'm not going to go through everything you can buy. Bakery onion bread. Was that not onion bread that we just looked at? Empty pallets, sunflower, sugar, eggs, milk, and wheat flour. That was bread. Why is it? Maybe I think I got those two mixed up. Bakery rolls. Take wheat flour, milk, eggs, sugar, poppy, empty pallets. BGA, that's a cardboard storage. I'm assuming that's just to put cardboard in and out. Hate that it scrolls you back up. Carrot sorter, carrots from the field, and water, and pellets. Pellets, interesting. And then you get pure carrots, and compost, and slurry. Pure carrots. I love it. Comb. You're gonna put your hops in and get hop waste and hop cones. Okay. We go down to the compost production. We're gonna put diesel and waste, so either of these guys down here, and get compost. Now if we go cow slaughterhouse, we're gonna put cows and empty pallets in and get beef. That's pretty cool, I like that. Cow slaughterhouse diesel production, there we go, diesel production. Put rapeseed, which is canola, and sunflower in to get diesel. Diesel storage, diesel storage, diesel storage. Dog production, DOG production, grain and grasses and molasses and silage to get feed DOG. Is that interesting? Continuing on. Those are tanks. Fertilizer production. You're gonna put in water and manure and get fertilizer. A miracle. If we go down here, no chemicals. Food production. Salad. We can make salads. Washed carrots, washed potatoes, washed onions, full fat mustard, mayonnaise, and cardboard to get delicious salad. That's hilarious. I like that. That is great. Herbicide production. You're going to put liquid or artificial fertilizer in, so either liquid or solid fertilizer, and digestate to get herbicide out. Fertilizer, we're at herbicide. Hop dryer. We're not even halfway down. Hop dryer is going to take hop cones and oil fuel to get dried hop cones and dried hop cones. Interesting. Okay. Lemonade production. Hop cones, malt, and empty pallets to get... sure, whatever that is. Lemonade, I guess. Oh, this cracks me up. This is going to be just too long of a map tour. It's so much stuff going on in this map, which is great. I love it. If you guys are into that, you'll enjoy it. Malthouse. Malthouse is going to take grain and give you malt. So either wheat or barley, that is, I should specify. Let's go back down here. Mayonnaise production is going to get eggs and vegetable oil and cartons and give you mayonnaise. We go back down. Mill 1. Barley to barley flour. Ooh, since I scrolled it down, did it do that? No, it just showed me where I was last time. Mill 2 is wheat or triticale to get wheat flour. Mill 3 is oats to get oatmeal. Oil production. Oil seeds, canola, sunflower to get vegetable oil. Onion sorter. You're going to put onions from the field and water and pellets in to get pure onions and compost and slurry. Paper mill. You're going to put in wood chips and water and pallets to get cardboard. There's a lot of stuff on here, guys. There's a lot of production on here. Pellet production. Here we go. Planks to get empty pallets. Do they mean pallet production? Probably pallet, not pellet. And some of those might mean pallets. That's what I love about global companies. It's just so unregulated. Pellet production, maybe. If that's pellet, this might be pellet. Straw and wood chips to make pellets. Okay, that makes sense. So it's all coming together a little bit better now. Let's get down a little bit further here. Pig slaughterhouse. You're going to put pigs and empty pallets in to get pork. Potato sorter. You're going to put potatoes from the field in and water and pellets to get pure potatoes, compost, and slurry. Go back down here. Production A2. You're going to put grain, which is wheat, barley, oats, or triticale, and soy, and beet cuttings, and corn to get feed A2. Production of liquid fertilizer. We're going to put water slurry in to get liquid fertilizer. It's a miracle, no chemicals. Production of Russian eggs. Washed carrots, eggs, washed onions, mayonnaise, meat, and cardboard. Get Russian eggs. That's awesome. Go down a little further. Production of whole mustard. There's... Sorry guys, this is literally just 15 minutes of me talking about all the junk on here. Mustard, water, cardboard to get full fat mustard. I'm already so close to being done. I can't quit now. Sawmill SANOV, logs and wood chips to make planks and wood chips. That doesn't, I don't know why I gotta put wood chips in, but whatever. Seed production. You can put water in and grain in to get seeds. So again, wheat, barley, canola, corn, or oats will make seeds for you. Let's go down to, we're down at the bottom, folks. Storage of boards, sugar factory. Only a couple more left. Sugar beet or sugar cane to get sugar, molasses, and sludge and beet cuttings. Interesting. And the viticulture. Harvested grapes, empty pallets to get juice, production, and extrusions. And that's all of it. Wow. I'll be darned. We made it through it all. Holy smokes, guys. That was a lot. Let's look at the store and see what our starting equipment is. So one more list of stuff. So you start off with a John Deere 6250R, a Case IH Puma 240 CVX, a Valtra 2234, excuse me, a John Deere 8345R. Holy cow, you got a lot of tractors. A Fendt 1042. Bump that baby up to a 1050. You got a MAN TGS truck, a Tatra Phoenix, two Massey Ferguson 7347 harvesters. We have a forage harvester. We also have a wheel loader, a pickup truck. We have trailers galore. Two headers for our harvesters right there and there. A header for forage harvester. Two small plows, disc harrow there, as well as a direct drill seeder. And then we have a liquid fertilizer and herbicide sprayer. That is fertilizer there, now we can tell a little bit better. Fertilizer spreader, as well as a manure spreader, a slurry tanker, a mower, a loading wagon, a TMR mixer, liquid trailer, front loader attachment, front loader attachments, header trailers, and lots of weights, doghouse, and your farmhouse. So lots of stuff on there. Let's go ahead and do a flyover here, guys. Let's go ahead and take a look at this actual map here, and talk about some of the stuff. So on the farm, as far as I can tell, if I turn all of this stuff on, it actually, gosh, that drives me crazy. I don't like that it doesn't then keep it on there. Why does it turn it off? That drives me crazy. That one thing that really bugs me about the game is that when it does that. So let's zoom in here. So farm mechanization, what does that even mean? Is it just the repair trigger? It must be. There's a repair trigger possibly in there. That must be what that is. And I hate that it keeps turning those off. All right, I'm going to save the game, load it back in, and get these to stay on. All right, I got them all to stay, it seems like. So we're just not going to mess with them. The reason I want them to stay is because as we are, if I go back in here and get us back into flight mode, let's get us up to noon here. As we're flying around on the map down there, we'll be able to actually see them all on the mini map. So again, we have cows up here, cow pasture. It's pretty obvious, or excuse me, piglets. It looks like cows. Cow 1, 2, and 3 is up here, and our equipment is scattered around. I'm not going to go over where all the equipment's at. So we have cow 1, 2, and 3 up here, and you can see this map is quite expansive. It's not as big as maybe it leads to be. It looks a lot bigger, I think, in my opinion, at least in there. But I love how low flying that air balloon is as well. That's pretty fantastic. That's great, little low flying air balloon there. Okay, so if we look at the map here, ooh, jeez. We'll fly up over here, take a look at manufacture of sauces, and then we're gonna head back down over to the farm, and then we're gonna work our way along here. And then I think we're just gonna work our way down around here. Not really anything down here, I see. This purple that's growing down there. Little ring of alfalfa down there, interesting. We'll work our way around and start talking about some of the different stuff. And all the different sell points. We'll kind of point them out as we're going through. So that's what we're gonna do. So we're gonna go up here. So again, pigs, cows, and if we go past it up around the corner here, and some of the fields are odd shaped, so probably I would say course play is probably strongly advised in this one, because otherwise it's gonna be a little bit hard for you guys to, unless you're doing it all by hand. And look at some of those fields are get close enough where it'll actually render them in. They're a little bit crazy. That's a really low render field as well. That would drive me crazy. My render, by the way, is set, should be set super high, so it should render even further than that. But interesting. Up here, so again, up here we have the manufacturer of sauces. So that's where that plant is right here. Yeah, and I think things labeled pretty good on these. Yeah, you can see, if you go up to them, you can see product, resources, stuff like that, percentages, which is kind of nice. But yeah, okay, we'll head back down here over towards the farm so we can keep working our way around. It is a big map, though, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it's, I think it feels bigger looking at the map than it actually is, but it's still a very big map. So up there, that's our starting farm right here. So we're going to work our way from here. So right down here to start, we have a factory here, and then we have a couple of things right over there just ahead of us. So right below us, we have the production of feed mixtures and malt, and then we have old silo and new silo, and then we have the mechanization for... What is that? I don't know what that is. So here's the new and old silo here. Oh, that is the store. Ah, that makes sense. What a strange name for a store. Okay, we're going to continue down here to take a look at the BGA next. So if you continue on that main road, coming down here, I guess it's not a main road, huh? It's more of a dirt path, but if you continue that dirt path, it's a nice, that water texture looks great, though, I will say that. But if you continue down over to here, we have the BGA down over here for us, and some of our equipment is actually here. Actually, looks like both of our trucks are over here, but BGA is down here. Continue up along this road. Now we're back on a main road here. Nice dam there, like that. Coming around here, that plane flying so low. I like that they're flying really low on here. I like that quite a bit. So right here, just to our left, we have the SANOV, and then we have the sawmill paper production. So SANOV, sawmill paper production is right here. And then we have the refinery and the composting plant are right down here just to the right of us. So that's where those guys are at. If we continue around this roadway, keep following it. Now again, down all over there is just, that's the edge of the map you can see. That's, excuse me, just all farmland. Potatoes, holy smokes, what? Who grew potatoes in these two fields? That's the work of a madman. Oh my goodness. Nice roundabout there, like that. Sorry, go off on my tangent here. So right here, we have seed fertilizer production. Then we have Lostis and then the slaughterhouse. So seed fertilizer, Lostis, and a slaughterhouse right here. Then if we continue up here, and let's see, we want to make a right. We need to make a left, I think, and head up here and kind of curve up this way. And then we can curve back down around the side and finish out there. That's what we'll do. We'll take a left up here. So as we're going up this direction, you can see on the map we have the mill, we have the bullery, and we have the slurry storage bullery. So mill, bullery, and slurry storage bullery there. So if we continue up this road here, following it just along here, this will kind of take us back up towards the area where our starting farm is. So we're going to curve just right? Yeah, we're going to curve right because we want to take a look at all this stuff. We've taken a look at all this. We want to just fly over some of this stuff here. So we're going to take a right, head up this way. These fields are pretty massive too. Fly very low. No sound effects, though. That's kind of lame, to be honest. Okay, so we're heading into town a little bit here. I like the plane on the center there. We head up around here. We have a sell point. That kind of sounds like the bells. That's kind of a cool detail. We have the spar sell point right here. We loop around this road. We continue up here and we take a left. So starting here, we got some factories coming in here. So if we zoom in, we have the dispensing limo and the food production. And we also have gas station, the purchase of benzina diesel, and we have the boiler house and the Viso-Vice. So again, you got the diesel point here, well as, what is it, the purchase of benzio diesel, and that looks a little ridiculous being on the outside there. That's just like a placeable they put there. It just doesn't look good at all. Then right up below us right now, we are under the Viso-Vice. Right, that guy right there. And then up over that way, we have the boiler house Viso-Vice there. So now if we head up here, the purchase of eggs. Is that what I tagged? Yeah, purchase of eggs in Viso-Vice. So right here, got this guy right here. And then just off to the right, we have textile production Viso-Vice. And then up this way takes us back up to the farm. So we're going to curve out, take this road here. This road will take us back out this way and take us to the rest of what we need to see. What do we got growing down here? Oh, we got some grapes growing. Cool. Cool. And I think the grapes and stuff are just going to grow back automatically. It didn't require any new stuff on there. I'm assuming the grapes are there. I'm assuming that's just where you have to grow them if you want to grow them. We haven't taken a look at too much of the other crop types, which I'm not too worried about it. So if you're trying to figure those out, that will probably have to be a separate video if I end up doing one. If you want me to do a video on how to do all the different crop types on here, let me know. But I'd have to have probably a pretty popular demand to want to be able to do that. So as we continue here, we have the viticulture to the left. Then we have the sulcany. Then we have the feed intake, gas station sulcany, animal dealer, and then pallet production all along here. Pellet, well, that could be pellets or pallets. So we don't know because it's mislabeled. But again, pellet production down there. So as we continue along here, if we curve to the right, just down here, see we got kind of a nice shipping port here, which I really like the look of that actually. It looks quite nice. And there is a boatload of sell points. This area alone has ADBLUE Ono. It has purchase of Ono diesel, gas station benzina Vidhostice, has sale of fertilizers, the S5, S3, P5T, S4, S2, and S1. So there are a ton of sell points on that. Now, if we continue following the road around, we're down here on the coastline now, which is interesting that at the edge of the map, that doesn't look right. That probably should be smooth, maybe a little bit more. Like this looks fine right here. That looks great. What couldn't they make that smooth? Anyhow, I don't know. I'm a little judgmental today, apparently. We're heading down this way. So we're gonna go all the way down through here, around here. What do we have down here? Is that? No, is that? What is that growing there? Ah, there's the hops right down there. We'll take a look at the hops as we go around. So head around. We got lots of sell points through here, and then we'll finish up over here, wrap up the tour. So again, this isn't my typical style of a tour. If you remember when I did like Susquehanna River Valley, there's so much on those maps that in order to not make it a 4-hour tour, this is kind of what you have to do. So right here, we have the Comer dryer, and then next up we have the Morkovice Silsavini. I'm sure I'm saying everything wrong, by the way, but that's right here, this guy. Ish, somewhere down there. Interesting. And here are our hops, right down here. All of our hops are growing nicely. Are they ready to harvest, or what's their status right now? They're cultivated. That doesn't seem appropriate or correct. Nice lighthouse there, like that. As we continue around here, we have another factory right over here. This is the bakery. Now we're gonna head up, well, one of the bakeries. We have several bakeries. They do different things. Gonna drink a coffee. Oh, fantastic. Okay. If we curve up around here, we're gonna go across this bridge. So much production on this map. Now right here in this little cluster here, we got a lot of stuff going on. So as we zoom in, we have the bakery off to the left. We have the oil press off to the right. Then we also have the Processness gas station, the purchase of diesel processness, the processness, the purchase of agro processness. Ooh, got it. Purchase of processness packages. And I think that's everything on there. There's a lot of stuff going on right through here. So, yeah, as we continue, that road goes around there. Which I hate that it doesn't render that in until you get super close to it. It's super frustrating. It makes it look bad. Up over here, we have another factory. So we have the vegetable cleaners here, and then off to the left, we have the restaurant Pahoda and the Trutnov right up here. There you go. And again, I'm sure I'm pronouncing everything wrong. I apologize. Right up here, we have lemonade production. Then we have the dairy Trutnov, the purchase of agro ZZN Trutnov, and the purchase of agro ZZN Trutnov, and the purchase of agro silo agro. Okay, there was like, I thought I read something twice. And that's everything. That's all the different stuff. There is a lot on this map to do. If you get on here, you will definitely be entertained for a long period of time. So, and like it says, it's definitely not designed for a single player. Had I driven, just to put this in perspective in case you were frustrated with the way I did the map tour, had I actually driven around this and gone everything the way I had done, we would not even be a fourth of the way down right now. This would probably be a 1.5 to 2 hour map tour. So that was just kind of in our best interest, just so we don't have to suffer too long through my map tour, my ramblings. But yeah, so again, back to the starting farm here. Very cool map, lots of very irregular shaped fields. Would definitely recommend course play. It's PC only anyways, so you can run whatever mods you want on here. But very cool. They got a lot of production options for you and some different stuff on there for you. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this map tour, drop a like down below. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button up on the screen to join the Farmer Cop channel and turn on your notification bell so you don't miss any future videos I may post. This has been Farmer Cop. Thank you guys for coming and watching.